Vegeta! What game are we going to review today?
Dragon Ball Z Xenoverse on the PlayStation 4.
Wait, what? It's not hentai.
No?
I'm out of here.
Nappa, where you go? God damn it, Nappa.
I'm gonna be out here. I will see you in 2 weeks.
Nappa, where the hell are you going?
Later.
2 weeks? What the fuck? Oh, god damn it. Hey guys, Rocket Lay here once again. Now, I bet you're wondering, hey, how the hell is it clean? How the edit, how is it all clean and how is it all clear and precise and all that crap? How's it coming out so well? And overall, how's it looking so professional in comparison to where my videos look so ghetto as hell? Well, it's thanks to this dude right here, because I didn't get
This lovely fat gentleman.
because I'm not really good with editing. He is. So thanks to my friend John here, why does this review of Dragon Ball Z Xenoverse for the PlayStation 4 was gonna look amazing overall.
It's still kind of technically on a budget, but nah, we don't want to spend the money for it quite yet. So
Yeah,
maybe in the future. Maybe in the future.
Yeah, it's a passion thing. So we're talking. What's so Dragon Ball Z Xenoverse? How is it? In my opinion, I think it's a great experience, man. If you're a Dragon Ball Z fan, what are you waiting for, honestly?
And probably, honestly, you probably already have it. So it's like, why are we even talking to you? You're already playing the game right now. It's like, done. Don't need to see it. I already own it. But yeah, I would say it's a pretty good game, though not a perfect. There are quite a bit of flaws, which we'll get to. But first, I think we need to start with the bare basics of the game. So, the story. How does the story play out?
It's like I guess seems like a lot of people, like a lot of games or movies or TVs or just in general just borrowing this concept. But then I guess it's a good story concept to borrow from. But hey, well, a lot of it kind of reminds me of Days of Future Past, the X-Men comic. And what I mean by that, like how the timeline is changing, and you being Kitty Pryde or aka Wolverine / your creative character needs to go back in a certain points of time of the Dragon Ball Z universe and fix it because the evil villains, which I forget their names for some reason.
They would be Mira and Toa.
And
No, not who you think. Toa's the girl, Mira's the guy. Weird, huh?
I know it's not just be like mixed around, but hey, we're not in charge of who gets named.
Not in charge of the Japanese names.
See, so anyway, so it's your job to stop them and fix it because I think the reason why they're doing this is because they're trying to power this evil guy to come back, or is that guy like his own thing? Or,
I believe that guy is his own thing because what Mira and Toa are setting out to do is just getting energy for Mira himself to become the most powerful warrior, while this other one, by the way, spoilers ahead, though there's not much to spoil, but spoilers ahead. But the demon god Demigrod, this other guy, he's pretty much just setting a bunch of chaos so he can be freed from the realm that he's imprisoned in by the Supreme Time of Time, who will be this little chibi person that you see on the screen right now.
Yeah. So that's pretty much it for the most part.
And pretty much the basic bare minimum of it is the story's gone haywire. A lot of things are not going as they should be in the timeline. Perfect example, Raditz actually dodging Gohan's little blow to his chest is able to be strong enough to take out both Goku and Piccolo and pretty much just control the planet at that point. I know, Raditz being a threat. Amazing.
When you can grow Raditz. Anyway. But the thing is that like what happens is that he but who's telling him the heads up, the girl or the guy? That's the part I don't get. Like who's giving him the heads up to hey, dodge, idiot,
That is being by Toa.
Yeah. So like
She's doing all the manipulation.
She's like hey, dodge, so you'll dodge, and Gohan misses, he'll blast kill Gohan, probably break Goku's neck, and then or just spinal Piccolo's butt. But you get the point.
A little bit gruesome there, but
I know you get the point. They're dying, and you need to go in there and fix it and help Goku and Piccolo beat Raditz so he can fix the timeline, get it back to normal. But then of course, them being douchebags, they screw up other things, either from Frieza, Boo, Cell, heck,
even Beerus, even though it kind of plays a bit similar, but what can you do?
Right.
Spoilers, he's not controlled anyway because Beerus is a badass.
And the fact he's a destruction of God, he's just too powerful. He's just like OP at this point. I mean, after all, he is a Kiritori on his cat, so.
Unlike a certain someone who's a piece of garbage. Anyway.
Sorry. So anyway, as you can see, right here, you can be different races. You can be a Saiyan, a Namekian, a Frieza race,
and a Boo, which is not shown because he didn't have a character created at the time.
and a human race.
And human, yes, human.
Um, Not only that, my first, obviously the first I picked was the Saiyan, because actually the Saiyan that I picked off.
Look at that level difference.
I know, but then again, I just started doing the other ones to show, the second play the story again, because it's fun. But I think the first one's based off of a childhood character that had named Alexis Lightning. In fact, the last name is Japanese for lightning. In fact, some of the names you see in the other characters are Japanese names. For example, I Piccolo, based the Piccolo, the Piccolo one on John, and his name is John. I forgot how it's pronounced. Sadada Takaro, I believe his name is.
They don't need to know. All they need to know is I'm Wiggle.
But I think it's Sadada Takayo. I think it translates to thunder drum, meaning so it's kind of like they're friends and.
Should have done a little bit more reading before this, but oh well, doing it live. Nobody cares.
I know. But I do remember the Frieza one because it's Fio. I think it's Fio Frozen, I believe it is. I believe that's pronounced Fio Frozen. I know it's translated to winter flute. Because I did a whole concept where he's like a Frieza and like Namekian like spliced together to make the ultimate race. But spoiler alert, he doesn't want to be evil. That's why he's good at helping you, the timeline and stuff.
And that's one of the many beautiful things about Dragon Ball Xenoverse here, is that you can create your own character, your wildest fantasies, though you are a little bit limited to some of, well, for example, for the human and Saiyan races, they have certain hairstyles that are mostly kind of similar to other characters. I know you guys are all using Yamcha's hair, admit it.
Mm-hmm. It's the best hair, I mean.
Of the worst character.
I know.
But, little fun trivia aside, let's get to the main game campaign. So how do we even play this game?
Well, it's like kind of like Tenkaichi, I guess. You can like go in the air, fly around, and you can press combat. You use, I believe the R2 button. You can activate like special attacks. I'm trying to think. How does it go again? I know R2's unlock the different attacks. Like you can do your ultimate attacks. You can do 2 ultimate attacks and then one like defensive move. Like for example, screaming shout, for example, is a good move. Like for example, you're getting beat up, you can use that. You can scream to get them back off, and you get like some key back as well. The funny thing I found about this game before I continue on the moves is how maximum, the charge move is considered as a skill. I kind of find that kind of weird. I wish I had something that you can do automatically so you can fill that with another move. But that's just me. I just find that kind of weird. You know what I mean? Like, that's where you can play a different move. Not like, hey, you need an ability to charge your attack. Though you can punch your enemies, as you can see on screen, to get the key back. But I just feel I wish you could just do that automatically so that it had to pick as a skill. I don't know. I just find that kind of weird. Hopefully with the sequel they have it to where it just auto does it.
And that's what this game is in general. A perfect skeleton for when they move on to this generation of consoles, the PS4 and Xbox One for Xenoverse 2, which we know at this point is going to happen. It's only a matter of time.
Exactly. It's sold very well based on what I've heard. And it's amazing. It's a great game.
I would give you the stats right now, but unfortunately I did not look that up ahead of time. Sorry.
Nah, it's okay. But what else? Also, you do your regular attacks, and then I think press R1. I know I think R1's for targeting. You can switch around back and forth, as you can see, to show like who you're attacking. Like for example, I just killed Jace, now I'm switching to Raccoon. This is an example.
It's pretty simple. You get a first tutorial with Future Trunks, who's the one during the timeline where the androids kind of screwed everything up. He's the one that's beckoning your main character to help through all the trials and tribulations of the timeline being screwed up. And you get a really good tutorial on how to do stuff there. So if we're kind of missing something or saying some things kind of wrong right now, because even though we're trying to be professional here, let's admit it, it's kind of foggy and how professional it is, just 2 guys standing in front of a camera.
Yeah, exactly.
Just a passion thing.
Yeah, pretty much. So, like I said, what's another thing? You can also do regular attacks like the classic Kamehameha, which is a good thing. Every race can do it. I think that's a good thing. I think pretty pissed off. I want to be a Frieza race, but you can't do Kamehameha. That's the one good thing. If you're a big fan of Kamehameha, come on. I think everyone is. All your races are good, but of course.
So the Boos have a special super pink Majin Kamehameha. Fabulous.
I didn't know that, but yeah, it's there. So you do the, of course, all the races can do Kamehameha, and not only, but also just certain moves a character can't use or wear. because it's exclusive to that race.
Most in terms of the super moves and ultimate moves, mostly everyone can do everything. The only thing I've noticed, because I have one of the lower versions of the game, the 360 version, and the only difference between the PS4 and the past consoles is really loading times and graphical fidelity, and maybe a little bit of slowdown here and there. But besides that, it plays pretty much the same. But to get back on track, what I found out for most of the moves is that Majins pretty much have a few exclusive moves here and there, nothing that the other races are going to cry over, but mostly everyone can have access to everything their hearts desire. My favorite being the Super Vanishing Ball, as you're seeing annihilating Vegeta right there.
Yeah, amongst many others. You know what's funny though, and it's kind of sad in a way. I mean, how he was struggling to get that move so hard because it's one of the best finishers in the game.
It, why don't you?
And I got it first try. Not even trying though. I wasn't even like. I was just doing the mission just to level up, and I just got it. And
That's my luck for you.
And I kind of felt bad, He was working so hard, like, oh, I got this move, and like, oh my god, you got the best move in one shot. I'm like,
that's always him. He should have gambled in Vegas. He went to Vegas here, and he didn't gamble. He would have came back with buku money.
I don't know.
Buku, I say.
I guess. But also, like you see, with also, you can pick also different the Plurm. Also, the good thing about it, if you want to like relive the story mode, as you can see, what I'm doing with the Frieza the Frieza race, you can go do all the missions you can see from Saiyan, Frieza, Cell, and Boo. You can pick all the different ones you want. Though some are better than others. Like my least favorite part is where, spoiler alert, which is not really a spoiler. During since you're kind of being involved in the fight with Captain Ginyu with Goku, Captain Ginyu realized, oh no, I'm losing to Goku. Time to switch bodies. And guess what? Your character gets switched. So you're Captain Ginyu helping Gohan and Krillin fight off against minions. That one was boring. And the bad thing is you kind of have to babysit them because if you die, guess what? You got to do it all over again.
But at least you have Milky Cannon.
But and the thing is, some of the missions are like that. Like for example, you try to get like Super Saiyan move, and like for example, you try to get like Super Saiyan, and you got like protect Frieza sometimes. And here's the thing with the AI, it's kind of 50-50. Sometimes the AI be really smart, stay back, punch in, and sometimes the Frieza is like, I can't take my life, kill me, and just hit my specials over and over again. Especially when you're so close to being done, only for you to get screwed up because they want to be play stupid.
What I did notice with the AI, though, that they are very good about reviving. Well, I should say most of the time. There was one mission in the DLC, which we'll get to the DLC a little bit here, when he was fighting Giant Ape Baby, that Vegeta thought he was the ultimate Super Saiyan and just flew into a wall constantly until Baby just normalized him instead of going, the obvious direction above it. But besides that, most of the time they are pretty good at healing you, but in terms of physical combat, it's pretty much a Dynasty Warriors game, and what I mean by that is you are doing pretty much everything.
Pretty much. You're doing all the work, and
though, if you do play online, they are a ton easier. I can tell you from experience on my end, I played online with 360. They are a cakewalk with friends who know what they are doing.
Exactly. So AI is like, how do I do Super Saiyan? You know what I mean? So, but yeah. So overall, like, there's like, I'm trying to think what else that we did. See, like I said, you can do, also, sadly, just like to say like how far up you can go as certain Super Saiyan. You can only go Super Saiyan 2. Sorry, no Super Saiyan 3 or God.
They couldn't make all that hair. Come on now, that's impossible. That's only for Goku.
True, but at least maybe Super Saiyan at least Super Saiyan God or Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan. Oh God.
But at least you have the wig for it.
Yeah, it doesn't count.
But as he was saying, the translation for it is really. I've always called it redhead, Saiyan God, blue hair, Super Saiyan God. Man,
because the translation was Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan.
That is redundant as redundant can get.
Oh, fun! Because we're seeing the movie this Saturday.
Oh no, we dated ourselves.
It's technically today, but
we might as well tell them when we're filming this. August the 8th of 2015.
But what is it? But yeah, I hope they take liberties. Funimation takes liberties because God, Super Saiyan God.
But again, we're kind of getting off track here. We will save that for when we actually see the movie.
Exactly.
But back to the game at hand, kind of the backtrack a little bit for when we were talking about, any character can play the stair. Vast warning, though. Make your first character someone you're going to stick with because you need to have them beat the story first before you can make another character. So, if you made a Super Saiyan, I hope you're going to stick with that Super Saiyan to the end because you can't ditch at the last moment and pick a freezer race unless you want to delete all that progress and start all over again.
That's a bad thing. But luckily with me, I want to be a Super Saiyan. Me and probably 90% of other gamers. Probably 5%, and then the rest of the percentage broken up to, like, the other races. But, like...
Yes, I too was a Super Saiyan, but the difference was I was a girl.
And what game was it that promised it and didn't do it? Was it Battle of God Z that promised that?
No, it was Ultimate Tenkaichi, Planet New Rock.
Oh, god damn it. And the guy, I'm like, you wanted to interview that guy clearly didn't know what the hell he was talking about.
You probably can't find it anymore, he was that embarrassed.
I mean, I would want that deleted too, seriously.
I'd had my share.
Planet New Rocks. The greatest planet ever made. But, but all seriousness. And the cool thing about it, in certain missions, they do acknowledge your character. Like, for example, when you fight Frieza, like that's another Saiyan. Or, for example, when I was a Namekian, it sounds so racist for Frieza said, but at the same time, it's totally what Frieza would say. Yeah, you're pretty good. Well, a Namekian. Like, jump him! And like, wow, what a racist. I can't wait to kill you and send you to hell.
Spoilers, he threw him like a piece of garbage.
I know. That's what I always did. Like, I grabbed him like a piece of shit and threw him like they fucking didn't even believe him belong or stuff. But yeah. And also sometimes during in the middle of the story, the main villains would try to like fight you so they can continue with their plans because obviously you're interfering with what they're doing. So you have those fights with them here and there. Also, it shows some at certain points you'll see some like Kai animation. Like you won't be in it sadly, but it'll show the Kai animation of like of certain points of the story.
They'll show the drawing style of what Dragon Ball Z Kai should have done.
Exactly. But yeah, were you saying also about how you're hating a certain mission? I didn't like the Captain Ginyu mission. Like, what mission you didn't care for?
Well, this is far and done when you're after the store, and it's another babysitting mission. It's when you have to babysit a certain main character's father, that is Bardock. He pretty much has to be babysitted with thousands and thousands of Frieza minions poking at him, and then you can always be, you do all that work and work and work. You finally get the Frieza minions down, and then Frieza's like, lol, die, and then throws the sun at him, and then there goes your work. Time to spend like 15 minutes doing that again. Yeah, I just had to say screw it and spam Super Vanishing Ball to get that one done.
Seriously, yeah, because my god, I remember doing that mission. I had to replay it once because, yeah, my friend, I think he did it on the first try. Sadly, I didn't because I had to do it all over again. Oh my god. That was so close too. And like, but Frieza, like I said, Super Vanishing, he did the Frieza Death Ball, and like Bardock was like, no, and I started all over again. Because it just feels so monotonous. You gotta kill like 15 minions, but it feels like you're killing like 30 or something.
Oh yeah, the counter's like way off. Which, speaking of which, that brings it to another point. It's just another little con. Some of these missions are whack. Like, if you go down to the list of parallel quests, there'll be certain one that's max stars that don't feel max stars. They feel like very easy. For an example, there's one that max stars where you have to get the Dragon Balls from Senior Piece of Shit. I refuse to say his name. You guys can figure it out. But it's supposed to be pretty challenging, but you can just get all 3 Dragon Balls and boom, bam, bing. You're done in like a minute. There you go. Easy leveling up. And then there is missions like that's a little bit easier that you can, it's only 2 stars less. And yet they're throwing, what is it? They threw Tien, Krillin, Piccolo, then Android 18 and Krillin, then Vegeta, Trunks, and Trunks again, but he's young. Then Goku, Gohan, and Goten with their Kamehameha spam of glory. And you have to get through all of that, and how can you get through that legitly? Like, there's just moments where you need to spam to win, because the things they throw at you, especially when they decide, "Hey, I got super armor. You can't punch me out of anything."
Yeah, I totally agree. My God, yeah. And what was I'm trying to think of a mission that was like so bad that is like, oh yeah, the worst one in my opinion though was like how you gotta fight all the iterations of Goku and Vegeta, like from regular and Kaioken, Super Saiyan 2, Super Saiyan 3, Super Saiyan 4, Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan.
And then the funny thing is, if you get the alternate condition on that they fuse, and you have to fight Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta.
Oh God! And the thing is, it's not even kill one, they automatically go to the next phase. You gotta kill one, you go to the next phase. You gotta give Vegeta the kill to go to his next phase. And of course, like my friend just mentioned, the AI is like, yeah, we don't know what we're doing. How do I punch or kick? You know, it's like, so you're like doing all the work, and by the time I think I got to like surprisingly like Super Saiyan 4, and even then there was like what, 2 more stuff to go through?
Yeah, there would have been 1 more if you didn't get the condition, 2 more if you did.
So,
and that's another thing. Speaking of which, alternate conditions. They can be there as clear as day. Defeat Beerus and Whis in 5 minutes. Luckily, Alex got it, but there's like a certain % chance that even if you make the condition, nah, we're not going to give it to you.
Like, yeah, and just to give you an example of that, I remember one time I was trying to get the regular Super Saiyan Moke. I did the whole Frieza thing I was talking about earlier.
Right.
Like, I would do it like right on time. Like, you gotta kill Krillin before you. One condition is you gotta kill Krillin before you kill Goku. And at certain times, like you say, it wouldn't happen. I'm like, did I do it wrong, or that I didn't kill Krillin fast enough? But then I found out. Then I found out, like, from my friend, but no, it's at random. That's another problem with this game. For example, oh wow, special beam can. I'm a Namekian. I totally want that move. Guess what? It's at random. You can't choose the prize you want.
Well, technically, that one is given by Master Piccolo Sensei, and that's another thing. There are characters in your hub world of Toki Toki City, which is the main world for both online and where you go, and you can find masters at random. Though it'll be one at a time, and you might be pulling your hair if you keep getting Captain Ginyu 3 times in a row when you're wanting to find Vegeta, but that's another issue.
As you can see on screen, you can see I'm Piccolo. I'm trying to learn special beam cannon.
But his point comes across. He's trying to get a certain move. I remember trying to get Emperor's Death Beam, a really awesome DLC move for the longest time, fulfilling the conditions perfectly, and it was just like, lol, no, do it again.
And it's another one I got on first try.
On first try. First try, you son of a bitch.
Hey, to be fair, it was hard to get the Super Saiyan transformation once. It was hard, because that was a pain. So this is when I'm like, oh, did I do it wrong? Like, why isn't Goku getting mad and trying to Super Saiyan?
Right. And at this point, the 3 of you, or maybe more, I'm not sure, that are watching this at this point is like, wow, you guys are saying a lot of negatives about this game. Are you sure you don't hate it? And that's the weird thing. No. We see the potential, and despite these flaws, we have a lot of fun with it. I put a lot of hours into my character, Severy. Yeah, that's Japanese for celery. She has green hair. I did a fruit thing. Well, it's really vegetable. I'm messed up. I don't know my foods.
But yeah, you get that point. It's fun. The combat is fun. It's definitely faster than was it the first was it one of the Tenkaichi Dragon Ball Z games that came out for 360? Do you remember the name of it?
Raging Blast?
Yeah, to me it felt faster. Raging Blast. The Raging Blast was kind of slow. To me it felt like a lot faster.
Right.
The combat was faster. The moves look great. The graphics look fantastic. And your character does have a voice, but you know,
I mean, they have grunts and yeah.
Grunts and,
though, fun thing, pick male voice. What was it, 7?
7 or 8, I believe.
7 or 8. You're in for a treat for those that watch a certain group that abridges a certain show.
See, so and I picked that for the Piccolo one, just for funsies. Yeah, I mean the combat is great. It's fun. I love doing the story missions. Also, another negative. I mean, I know we're trying to be positive. I just remember this. Another thing, how and it's not just this game. It's a problem with Namco Bandai in general. And I hate that they do this. The time exclusives. Like, if you don't get this game at a certain time, for example, I don't care from Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. Oh, you want it? You gotta get it within the month. Oh, you didn't get it. Too bad. I'm like, why is it like that?
It is very weird to try to get that first couple of dollars, but look on the bright side, you're not missing much. He has a really terrible Z-cell that makes him die like a rabbit, so you're fine.
I know, but you get my point. Like, what if?
Yeah, it will be a little annoying seeing that one spot on the roster that'll never be complete. Though, speaking of which, character roster, what do you think about it? I think it's missing a couple of people that should have been in there.
I mean, I haven't unlocked everything as you saw from the screen. There's some characters that are missing, but I like it for the most part. I do like games that always includes all the members of the gaming force.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't care for Gildo, but I like Raccoon and Jace. I mean, because I kind of hate how it started getting like, oh, Ganyu and Raccoon, because they're the only ones that fought, but they did things too.
Well, Burter just did play. I mean, Burter, he's the fastest thing in the universe. How can you not like him?
Exactly.
But there are a few missing. For example, one that is very jarring considering how they made this character, Toa. Apparently, she is the little sister of Deborah. Can't play as Deborah. Kind of missed opportunity there that she'd help her older brother, but you know, whatever. And then there's some others, like a lot of people are, you know, kind of miffed that Majin Vegeta isn't in there, but it's just Vegeta with an M on his head. You'll be fine, everybody.
I think they mentioned, I want to be good now, Super Saiyan! Turn to statue, just die.
That did nothing!
Well, shit. Pretty much. But yeah, overall, like I said, if no one named a lot of negatives, it's still a fun game. Surprisingly, a lot of fun. Like I said, the combat's fun, the story's fun.
Story's original for a change.
Oh,
You're not
that's
doing
true.
the same stuff that you did before. It doesn't play out quite, you know, Raditz dies how he dies, Nappa dies how he dies, Frieza gets cut in half by a pizza, you know, things like that.
and the thing is, though, because before you go into the battle, you see like the alternate reality. If you don't step in, it's kind of dark. Some of them, like you know, seeing how, you know, for example, how Raditz, like we just mentioned, how he dies out of the way, or all the characters are dead, and both Vegeta and Nappa are grade 8, or what's another one?
For example, Frieza gave no shits and decided, hey, I'm going to go final form right from the start and murder everyone. Goku doesn't have enough time to heal up, and from that point you can only assume Goku got his ass beat.
Right. Same thing with like Cell. He just like
Hercule became the god of the world, or Mr. Satan.
That's another weird one. Like Hercule suddenly become like super strong and he was hard. Like freaking Hercule. Come on. I think he's funny, but still he's not like.
But man, I am the champ.
In your dreams. But anyway, what is it? But yeah, what is it? Yeah, and then Gohan gets destroyed. Also, the Boo one is like, instead of like him destroying the Earth when he's Kid Boo, when he's Super Boo, it's like, fuck, I destroy everything now.
No, the one with Fat Boo was lazy. Instead of one Boo, there's 3. Oh no!
But it gets kind of bad though, because you gotta do like fight off multiple Boos, and it was like it felt like it felt like an eternity.
Oh, with the little Boos, he really hated the little Boos.
Oh my god! And I was like so close to dying. Luckily, it's like Trunks was talking to him, and Boo's like, "Okay, like, thank God, I love you, Trunks."
Hey, I heard you're having trouble. Let me end it for you right now.
Pretty much. So overall,
So at the end of the day, despite all the flaws we've mentioned, at the same time, it's super fun. And even though, granted, I don't have one of the mainstream consoles at the moment, I will get one eventually. There's just nothing right now for me that's catching my eye and wanting me to grab it right away. But when a Xenoverse 2 does get made, they have the skeleton with Xenoverse 1, and all they need to do is improve on it, and we might have ourselves a near perfect, maybe the Dragon Ball Z game we've always dreamed of. Not Connect, that does not put you in the shoes, and you cannot become a Super Saiyan that way.
I don't even count.
But overall, I would give it a 7 out of 10. Good game, still a lot that can be improved on, but the most important thing about a game, did you have fun playing it? Sure, there were frustrating moments in certain missions where you just had to be sort of spam a lot, but at the end of the day, I pumped so many hours to that. I have not even gotten max level yet. I probably put over 3 days worth of time into my one character alone. I still haven't even made other characters. This guy has made 3. So let me go ahead and let him take over with his final thoughts and score. What do you give it, my man?
Well, I give it an 8 out of 10. I'm a little bit more generous because I like the combat of it. with your hand, the hands and feet and stuff. All the specials and supers. The negatives are, let me say the negatives. The negatives, I can remember that. The negatives for sure is, at launch, logging in to the hub world was kind of bad. I heard.
Oh, yeah, I forgot all about that.
It was really, really bad. And luckily it got patched, thank God. But at launch, it was. But I think it was a combination. It was their first time to give Bandai Namco some kind of credit. It was their first time doing an online kind of like Dragon Ball Z game.
Right.
They didn't know like how many people were gonna be on it, so it kind of crashed. Like I'll be upset, like for example, Call of Duty. That happened to like a Call of Duty because like they should know at this point how many people are gonna be on. All these people prepared for it. Well, Dragon Ball Z is kind of new territory for Namco Bandai. They've never done like an online thing like this before, so it's kind of expected. But hopefully now that they know, the next time they'll have an excuse.
Though in their defense, they have patched a lot of things with their patches for the game. For example, a main complaint that I had is the items are a bit too random and you don't get them near as often. However, with the DLC, there's a workaround for that. There's a mentor, Elder Kai. If you get him, he does this little fortune-telling thing. He'll tell you you'll have really good luck in your next parallel quest. Do it, boom, guaranteed to get your item.
Yeah, that's the good thing about it.
And that's another good thing. It has DLC done right, not on the disc stuff.
Exactly.
Like a certain other company I'm not going to name right now.
They start with C and ends with a C.
Though I will say one little bit of a negative thing, granted, for the DLC, well, the first two anyway, is that I feel like those two really should have been combined for the price of $10. Seems like they were milking a little bit.
I have to agree, yeah. And yeah, granted it was GT stuff and like GT.
Take it to the Grand Tour.
GT isn't canon.
Yeah.
But it's still.
And I was like, no.
No. Battle God, yes. So yeah. But overall, I give it like an 8 out of 10. I love it. It's fantastic. That's the thing about this game. If you're a hardcore DBZ fan, you're already playing this game right now. What are you waiting for? But the casuals, that's the sad thing about this game. It's hard to get into it. If I do recommend the game, though, the Budokai HD Collection 1 and 3, because it kind of gives you an introduction of all the story in its simplest form, so you can understand what's happening, what's going on, so you get into it. And if you like that, and that has more of the 2D Street Fighter style gameplay, so you have more fun with that. So if you enjoy that, and hopefully maybe you can one day pick this up and enjoy this as well. Overall, I give it an 8 out of 10. It's fantastic, and I really like it.
And my sentiments are exactly the same, though my score is a little bit lower. But hey, numbers are numbers at the end of the day. Just because we have a certain opinion about it doesn't mean that's the end-all, be-all thing, and you need to abide by that. And that's kind of a little thing that bugs me. What's with people thinking that 6 and below are bad?
It's still playable, you know what I mean?
6 is just slightly above
or
average.
7 too. Like I remember a lot of people were getting. I remember when a lot of people were saying how when Lord of the Shadow came out, oh my God, 7's so bad. It's still considered good, guys. It's still considered a good game. Though in my opinion, it was very underrated. But that's just my opinion.
All right. Well, I think that just wraps us about here. So I will let him do the ending for us.
All right, folks. Again, thank you for supporting my channel. Like I said, it looks more clean and more precise. Thanks to this dude. Thank him. And
not quite as professional as some of the YouTubers out there, but hey, we're working without a budget at the moment. Maybe one day we'll have some moolah to work with and make it all so super grand.
Exactly. So till then, it's Rocket Blade signing out.
And insert name here because I don't have a YouTube kind of aficionado yet.
He will soon. Hopefully.
I had one before and I just made really terrible dubs. We don't need to tell people of it.
You just did, so.
They won't find it.
Oh, okay. This is Rocket Blade signing out. Hope to see you guys again real soon.
Sayonara.
Father, he's just another person swallowed by that evil energy. Vegeta's powered up too. Good one. What do you mean you killed my father? Nah! At once. Rejoice, Kakarot!
And now you get to see the true power of a...
Other guy can be coming.